What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. It is. It's the 29th day of May, 2024. And guess what? This is a pre-market report, folks. I thought, it's easy to do an after hours, what happened in SPY today. That's the easy thing to do. That's the ability to look back. It's the hindsight. Well, I could have done this, or I should have done this, or this is what we did, or whatever. But we're starting something new today, folks. We're starting with what I'm looking for today, folks. So these are going to be the things that I look for during the trading day. So essentially, folks, this is a giant game of if-then. If this happens, then we expect this to happen. You can see in pre-market right now, it's running down, trying to take out that pre-market low that I put on the chart here just a few minutes ago when I was setting up my chart, and it looks like it's going to get through that. Will it? I have no earthly idea, folks. This is why we use technical analysis. This is why we set up all of our levels, because something has happened there in the past, and we kind of expect it. Again, based on our own teaching and our own learning, we expect this to kind of happen in the future. First thing we're gonna do this morning, folks, we are going to talk about any catalysts. So what catalysts do we have today? We really don't have a whole lot of catalysts today, folks. 10 o'clock this morning, we have Richmond Manufacturing Index. That's an orange folder event. Now, we look at three different color folder events as far as what kind of impact they can have on the market. We have a yellow folder event, which is generally, it doesn't do a whole lot. We have orange folder events. Those are events before and during the trading day that can have an effect on the market. And then we have what are called red folder events. And red folder events, generally speaking, they have really, really big effect on the market. If there are big swings between what is forecasted and what actually happens, that's when we see these big moves. And those can happen literally anytime there's an event and a catalyst. We're looking for yellow, orange, or red. And today, folks, we really don't have a whole lot. We've got an orange folder event at 10 o'clock this morning. This is the Richmond Manufacturing Index. The forecast is -7. It's basically the level of composite index based on surveyed manufactured in Richmond. That's what it is. It's the manufacturers in Richmond. Some days it's New York, some days it's Richmond. So these are not random, but I mean, that's kind of what they use. 1:45 today, FOMC member Williams speaks. They are due, let me see, and this is the Federal Reserve Bank of New York President John Williams. He is speaking at the Watertown Community Service Roundtable in New York. Whoopie-doo. And we got Facebook. We got Facebook at 2 o'clock today. That's it. That's all we have as far as big events. Now let's look at the economic calendar. So economic calendar, we had some mortgage information that came out early this morning. We've got Red Book that already happened, or actually it's in 20 minutes because it's a little after 7:30 in Central Time, so 8:30 Eastern Time. So these are the things that we're looking at throughout the trading day, folks. None of these are really, really big movers. We got a 17-week bill auction, big deal. These things down here really don't make a whole lot of difference, folks. So in other words, there's not a whole lot going on. So what are we looking at from a chart standpoint today? Here is exactly, let's play the if-then game, folks. Let's play the if-then. That's what I play every day. Now, if you are interested in seeing this live and in action, come on over to our live trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded. The link for that is at the bottom of the page, folks. So we're going to give you that first week for free. And again, we do this every single day. We play the if-then game. And then if one of those ifs hit, which they do every day, then we talk about what we expect to happen next. Okay. So pre-market high, we got pre-market high at $529 even money. Now that happened on a wick. That happened early in pre-market, so right when it opened, and then pre-market low, and you can see right now. Let me go back to the 1 minute screen. You can see right now that we're getting through that 1 minute, that pre-market low that we established early. 8 o'clock this morning. So about 35 minutes ago, we established that. And again, these are Eastern times. So we got pre-market low. It was at 526.30. It's probably going to continue pushing down into this demand zone, this 525.67, I would imagine. Now let's look at this from a volume standpoint. There's good volume that's happening on these candles right now. Now let's look at what else we're looking at, folks. Again, we got pre-market high, pre-market low. We also have this 30-minute wick. So this is a pre-market. This is a balancing candle. But these things typically play out during the trading day. I mean, they're a balancing candle for a reason, and we use these levels on the chart for very, very specific reasons. We're going to use that as a target throughout the day, or perhaps an area or a level that we reject off that level and we come the other way. So it's either going to be a target, support if we breach and hold above, or resistance that we can use as a target. And again, we're going to watch this candle right here. Again, coming down to this demand zone right now. This is a demand zone left over, and I'm going to show you here on the 30-minute chart. Demand zone left over from, this is, we got again, demand zone sitting right here. Okay, so this is from last Thursday. Now, this is demand zone I was looking at for yesterday. This is a big, big, big. And again, major demand zone. And this was from last Thursday as well. I was looking to take this out yesterday, 525.94. If we get down to this level in pre-market, okay, I would be looking for a bounce. Now, if we get there in regular trading hours, folks, I'm looking for a bounce out of this zone back to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking, again, it's a major demand zone right here, folks, major demand zone. And I'd be looking for a bounce and take this in the opposite direction. So take it back to the upside. Now, if we break through that, we have to go back to, here's where we're going back to. We're going back to the 15th of May. So we're going back a couple of weeks, folks, to get to this level. It would take some pretty good cascading and maybe a catalyst to take us down to this level right here. Now, once we get past this level, obviously you can see my levels down here. I don't have any lines on the screen yet. If we get to that level, I will. But I'm looking for, again, I'm looking for a rejection, so a bounce out of this major level right here. Again, major demand zone right here. And then I'm just looking at stair steps up, to go back the other way. We can look at those stair steps on a 15-minute standpoint. So again, major level right here, and then we got this demand zone, and then you can start looking at stair steps. So you got another 30-minute zone here. You got a 15-minute stair step. So these are the stair steps that we talk about. You can even look at this on a 5-minute standpoint, and then start looking at 5-minute stair steps. So you got stair step, all the way up to the top, folks. So that's kind of what I'm looking at today, folks. Now, if we are able to break high, okay, these are the levels that I'm looking at. And again, we might get down to this major demand zone and then run back up. What would I be looking for if we run back up again out of this major demand zone? Well, we could be looking as high as 531.22. Again, we got all these supply zones up here. Got a high a day right over here from yesterday. But I mean, as high as, and we got the all-time high sitting at 531.57. Again, that's a regular hour trading all-time high, folks. And then we got this pre-market supply zone. It's a 1-hour supply zone sitting way up here. There we go. So that's kind of what we're looking at today, folks. So here's the thing, folks. These are the things that we're going to be looking at throughout the day. So yeah, I mean, this is literally all we talk about all day, folks. If this happens, then we expect that to happen. So if you enjoy our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which from here on out, it's going to be 2 times a day, folks. We're going to do a pre-market report, and then we're going to come back at the end of the day and see how everything did. I think it's only the right thing to do. Again, this is what we're looking at. Now, if there's a big catalyst that happens, sometime between when I do my video and the open of the market, or market open, all bets are off, folks. All bets are off. But again, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I will change my pre-market low. I'm going to go ahead and move that right now down to pre-market low. So there we go. Got a new pre-market low. But again, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you will be notified when we drop new content, which again is going to be 2 times a day moving forward, sometimes on the weekend. Also, if you are interested, this is the big one here, right here, folks. If you are interested in doing this live with us, we do this live every single day. So right down below, that's the link, Training Decoded, folks. And right up here, this is what we're talking about, folks. Head on over to Training Decoded. We're going to give you that first week for free. If it is of value to you, hey, come, at least come give us check it out. First week for free. And again, if it's value, hey, join as a member. We'd love to have you. Because again, this is what we do every single day, folks. We have all of our lines established before we start the trading day. And then guess what? We're looking at these areas and taking plays out of these major areas and relying on the 9 as support on the way up and resistance on the way down to take us to our targets, folks. That's all we're looking at. That's the 920 strategy right there. Now, if you are interested in the 920 strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. Again, the link for that is directly below. Everything about the strategy is there, folks. This is the strategy right here. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on some super secret strategy that you don't know is going to work for you. Here it is right here. This is how we do it every single day, folks. And you too, you can be successful with this. It takes patience and it takes discipline. Discipline being the key word, folks. You have to be disciplined. You can't be one kind of a person and another kind of trader. You just can't. You have to be a disciplined person to do this successfully, folks. But anyway, that's what we're looking for today, folks. We hope that you find value in the pre-market video. And again, come check us out. Again, we're going to give you that first week for free. So as I say every day after, I'm going to say it before because, again, pre-market. So I hope everybody has a fruitful day in trading. And here in about a little less than an hour, 47 minutes or so, we're going to see you in the markets.